Hey guys, you guys can see. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. We probably had about 30 or 40 protesters, and then we had another 6 or 7 vehicles. Actually, no, probably I forgot all the vehicles. About 10 vehicles that we had that were in the the protest against Mark Poloncarz. So good way to do that, guys. Thank you so much for everybody showing up at 10 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving morning. Lori was here, just all the faces, all the names. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all of you. Really do. And, we disrupted the neighborhood, which is what we're trying to do. Just get that horn going. So just let that horn go, and those guys are beeping that horn. We love it. Oh no. Are they all coming? So we are it was a great protest, guys. You heard the words that are being said to him, calling him out. He is tired of being called out. He hasn't gotten this bad press. He hates this bad press. His lies are being exposed, one after the other, after the other, after the other. The nonsense, the bullshit, the fraud, the outright fraud, criminal fraud that he has perpetrated on this community. And he wants to say, it's not me, it's not me. We had some counter protesters. We had like 3 people that showed up. It was peaceful. As a matter of fact, we ended up talking to them. We spoke to them. And we said, guys, we support your right to protest. We support your right to think differently than we do. We support that, Just be respectful. That's all we ask. We ask that you be respectful. You hear us, we'll hear you. Don't become combative. Don't become confrontational. Just be respectful. That's all we ask. And they were polite, and they agreed, and they saw what we were talking about. They realized what was up and what the deal was. So it was all good. Just trying to keep everybody in tow here the best that I can. So now we're going over to Gail Bernstein's house at this point. That's what we're doing. And we're gonna mess up her Thanksgiving. And we're gonna start to rattle her a little bit. These are the people that are making the decisions based on lies, based on misinformation, based on not facts, delusions, irrationality, not any of the science that is out there currently. It's been out there for over a year. This has been around. Since August of last year, documented and chronicled by scientific journals and the WHO. All of that. And they don't want to acknowledge any of that.
Going crazy, gotta go. Going crazy, gotta go. Going crazy, gotta go. Going crazy, gotta go. Going crazy, gotta go.
Sorry guys, we had people in Delaware Park that we were talking to. So we're going over to Gail Bernstein's house. She wants to be the one calling the shots and be the big person collecting all that overtime. You know what? Now she's going to be held accountable. We're going to her house. We're going to show her how the people are suffering, because clearly she's oblivious to it. Clearly she doesn't care. She just doesn't care. She wants to save all of those lives. How many lives in Erie County have been lost legitimately due to COVID? Legitimately due to COVID. And the testing. She doesn't know the science. She doesn't even research the science. I'm calling you guys now to go over there, please, if you're in the area. I'm calling you guys now to get us all together. If you can, it's 10 Ambrose Court. A-M-B-R-O-S-E. Ambrose Court. 14226 in Amherst. All right, guys? I'm calling you guys to action. We need you. We need as many people to show up and disrupt that neighborhood as we possibly can. We had a great turnout in Amherst. All right? It was a little bit early. I know people like to sleep in, but, let's wake her up. Let's rattle her cage. Even if she's not home, I don't care. Let's make her neighbors realize what she is doing and what she's perpetrating on all of us. All the lives she is harming with her decisions that she is making. All right? 10 Ambrose Court, 14226. She has no sacrifice. She has no skin in this game, guys. None. Why? Because she's getting her guaranteed paycheck and $150,000 in overtime. She doesn't care. It just doesn't matter to her. So, she just doesn't care. It's not relevant or meaningful. She's in her ivory tower. She's making her $150K, making bank, while the people are suffering. While the serfs and the rubes are down below her, because they can't deal like we've done for 250 years in this country. We can't take care of ourselves. We can no longer be trusted to take care of ourselves. We have to have government tell us what to do, and we have to have government telling us how to live our lives, right? She's an embarrassment. She's a fraud, and we're going over to her house right now to let her know what's up. I'll come back on live, but guys, please call to arms. 10 Ambrose Court, 14226. 10 Ambrose Court, 14226. We are calling her out. If anybody on here knows anybody in Amherst Police Department, I'm going to ask you to please contact them and let them know that we are peaceful protesters. Please contact them, or reach out to somebody that can contact them. Let them know we are peaceful protesters that are coming over to 10 Ambrose Court, and we will be peacefully assembling in front of her house. All right? If anybody knows anybody in Amherst, law enforcement, please do that before us, guys. This way there won't be any confrontations, and nothing will end or it'll all go according to plan. We're only going to stay there for about a half an hour. We're not going to be there long. We're only just about 10 minutes. We're only about 10 minutes from her house right now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 15. And but we're not going to stay long. We don't want to disrupt the neighborhood too long. A lot of the neighbors are going to be, starting to eat, their meals, and we're not looking to disrupt that. We just want to call attention to what she has done in her hand and her responsibility and role that she has in this, because she has flown under the radar. She has been directly responsible for a lot of this, and her decisions and the advisements that she is giving pulling cars. She is as responsible, if not more responsible, than pulling cars is for the shutdown and the lockdown measures. and our elderly being, in internment camps, incapable of seeing their families and visiting their families. That is a nightmare situation. Our kids not being able to play sports, go to schools, being forced to mask up. All of that is terrible. The list goes on and on. Mentally ill, the increase in that. The homelessness, the banks, the depression, the anxiety, all the fear. This has been a terrorist attack on our minds based on misinformation, a fraud, and outright lies. So if you guys can, please come down to 10 Ambrose, AMBROSE, or it's 14226. And if you can, please contact Amherst Law Enforcement. All right? Contact them so that they know we are peacefully assembling over there, and it's not going to be a violent protest. It's starting to drizzle a little bit, so we're probably not going to be there that long, but we do want to make our point. We want to have our voices heard. All right, guys, I'll see you in just a little bit.